Welcome everybody to another episode of Books and Betches, not to be confused with Books and
HalloweenTown.
I'm Kristen, and with me I have
Erica.
Maria.
much better, thank you. This is a book
This
podcast.
is our second take.
Usually, we swear, we spoil. You know the rest. Usually, it's a book podcast, but today, it's our movie episode. That's my favorite thing ever. In the spirit of Halloween and of the spirit of spooky season, this is my first time ever watching this movie.
I didn't know that.
We watched HalloweenTown,
HalloweenTown!
which is on Disney Plus if you haven't watched it.
One of the most iconic, I think, in my opinion, one of the most iconic Disney Channel original movies.
I think it's better than, no, I'm not going to say that.
Whoa, say it.
No, I'm not going to
Say
say
it.
it because I don't believe.
Did you know HalloweenTown was one of the first Disney Channel original movies ever made?
Wait,
This
what?
is why I think it's iconic.
Wait, is it really?
Yep.
It's probably
year
one of
did it
my
come out?
favorites.
90 what?
98.
98?
Yeah, I looked it up last
Yeah.
night.
Feels right.
And I love that the characters are actually like the age of the characters that they're
like
supposed to be.
13-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, like what it used to be back in the day.
Not like 21-year-olds playing a 15-year-old these days.
God, movies used to be so good. They used to be
Yeah.
so good. So HalloweenTown, I had never seen it. Mike had never seen it. I know most of the world has seen it.
You weren't a Disney kid growing up. You were a Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah, but I feel like it is definitely like, I mean, it's like the hocus pocus of movies. Everybody turns it on. It's Halloween, right?
Every Halloween, I watch it.
Picture this. Halloween's
Picturing.
rolling. It's fall.
Oh, my favorite time.
Crisp leaves outside. The air
Yes.
is cool.
Yes.
Chilly, but not cold.
Yes.
You have a sweater on, possibly some flannel pants in the house because
Yeah.
you're chilling.
Definitely
You
a
put
sweater.
on, you get your favorite fall candle.
Yup.
You light that bitch
Light
up.
that shit up.
You go over to Disney. You turn on your favorite fall Halloween movie. You go to HalloweenTown. You put that on. You cuddle under a nice warm blanket. Everything is good. The
Life
world
is
is
good.
nice, and you're in your little bubble
Yeah.
of coziness.
I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in the last Disney Channel movie talk. I think probably Hocus Pocus. But October is the month that every year as a kid I had a very early bedtime. Be in bed by 8.
Yeah.
I
I've never
would
had that.
beg
Yeah.
my parents every October, let me stay up. Because at
Aw.
8 o'clock every night during during October was a Halloween-y kind of movie on Disney Channel.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
They
begged.
fucking slayed their
I
programming.
begged, and every night, because especially when HalloweenTown was coming, I was like, I have to be up to watch HalloweenTown.
Was it every Sunday was a new one, though?
I don't think every Sunday. I think it was like once every couple months when a new one would be like getting, promoted.
Before
I
we
forget.
go too deep into HalloweenTown, I
Okay.
want to talk about Halloween. Obviously, it's changed so much, but when I was a kid, I'll just, oh man, it like gives me chills to even think about it. Like getting the pillowcase out of the linen closet, going to my neighbor's house. My dad and my neighbor's dad were like best friends, and me and my neighbor were best friends. And they would bring out their little fireball, like whiskey shots or whatever it was back then. And they would walk us around the town.
Yeah.
Everybody would be out. All of the streets like lit. And you would go to every house. Somebody would have a chainsaw chasing people
Some houses were
around.
crazier than others. There's always that
Yes.
one house that went all out with all decorations, and you're like, I have to get to that house.
And you're walking by people with their little masks on. People have wagons. Some people do like hay rides down the street. It was like literally like pure bliss.
Yeah.
I don't know if your school did this, but our school did a thing one year where it was if you were at your house, they would call your house at a certain time. And if you were there at that time, it was like kind of like an incentive to get kids to go back early, that you would get like a free lunch the next day, or like it was like a winning thing, or it was points or something.
I've never heard of that.
So if you were in your living room and you answered the call and your parent was like, yep, she's here, you would get that thing. My mom never went out on Halloween with us, and my mom was like, I got you on that call. So every time they call, she's like, yep, she's right here in the living room. And they'd say, okay, great, and hang up. And I always got the points. Meanwhile, we're at my neighbor's house, like partying it up. So, or we would go in, like Brian would go into his house and be like, yeah, I'm here. And then we'd just go back
leave.
out. So it was like,
yeah,
this
what's the
is-
incentive to stay in your house?
but like stuff like, it was just so simple back then.
So Halloween for us, like my area was super flat. My parents' neighborhood is like, it's a lot of houses.
Yeah.
It's a lot of kids. And actually our street for Christmas is recognized throughout like New Hampshire as like one of the best streets to visit.
Oh, shit.
For
Really?
the lights.
Oh.
I love
And
that.
my dad's house or my parents' house is like one of the reasons, like
No
he,
way.
He does it up that big.
I feel
Does
like
he do
your
it for
parents
Halloween?
would.
No, he does so many decorations for Halloween.
Really?
So he's like, so again, the similar Christmas houses are Halloween houses too. So it's a similar thing where like those houses also go really big for that. They have like full, like some of them have like you walk
Scenes.
through like
a maze.
my dad has like a witch that he puts on the tree that looks like it flew into the witch.
Love that.
He has a Frankenstein that he puts that comes out of the ground.
Nice.
And the Amazon guy one time like did a package in the like, and then I also went camping when I was a kid, and never on actual Halloween, but like the week before.
We would do that too.
And if you go to a campsite like that,
oh, it's so fun.
It's so much fun. It's like tailgating,
and they do
Halloween
like parades with the golf carts and stuff. That's what they did back
like
then.
so.
It's so fun.
So you would go to
bikes.
campsites, and these people would do like it's a lot easier to do a campsite up than your house.
Very true.
So they would do these big like things at the campsites, and then you would go trick or treating to all the campsites.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And it would be so much easier for parents to.
Yeah. Well, now they're doing that whole like trunk or treat where all the parents go to a
now they
parking
do
lot.
the trunk or treat.
Before we
Lots of
talk about the
magic.
evolution, I do want to hear. Was your similar? Or wait,
And then they would also have like like candy bar bingo, and they do like games at the rec hall and like.
Aw.
So
what was your personal like Halloween? Because you said you lived in a flat. Did you go out with friends, or did you always go like by yourself?
I don't ever really remember going out with friends. I think I went like once in high school, but like it was.
It
always
got
with my
weird when you got
parents.
older. It was like I don't know if I should be trick or treating anymore.
I don't know. I never went with anybody but my parents. I don't remember, or like
Same.
cousins.
Well, I was lucky because I had my neighbors, but
Yeah.
It was always like a family thing.
Mm-hmm. What was it like for you?
We would always go to the mall. For some
What?
reason, we would go to the mall and we would go to the different stores and they would give us candy at the stores.
No fucking
So
way.
trick or treat at the mall.
I've never heard of this in my
This
life.
is amazing.
And then we would go to different streets. So
Yeah.
they were, depending, as the years go on, different streets aren't the same anymore. But when I was the youngest, me and Leslie, we would go to these different, and there was one street that my cousins used to live on. And it was all like the like nice houses.
Oh yeah,
And they would give the full size
full
candy
candy
the
bar.
bar.
full size candy bar.
So
man.
but I was not near my parents' house. So my parents would drive us
wow.
there.
We would do
did
stuff
the
like
route,
that too.
and then leave.
I knew I had good in-laws because I found out that they're full candy bar people.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Well,
I was
here's
like,
the thing.
I have
though.
good in-laws.
Trick or treating is not.
You did good.
Yeah.
Halloween and trick or treating isn't what it was though. You don't see that. I mean, we're lucky if like where my dad used to live, they were lucky if you get a single kid.
Yeah.
So it's like
Really?
it died out
It's dead.
completely. It's barely a thing anymore.
Especially during the
Do you still
pandemic.
get trick or treaters? Like I haven't gotten a single one.
I haven't lived
Been
in a
home.
house since COVID. So I assume, and
You're
I
not
kind of
getting
live.
any trick or treaters.
I live on a hill too,
I'm telling you
but
though.
my parents' neighborhood is still banging.
There's no way. I feel like it's all dead because they do trunk or treat. They do like events because
And
it
they don't
got
even do it on
scary.
Halloween either.
Remember
I've
when the
seen-
razor thing became a thing? Like that's actually in this movie.
Yeah, the razor
and I thought
blades.
that was because I remember like we were all so scared for like no.
I was.
I mean, there was a reason, but I remember the parents being scared and stuff.
I mean,
Of
that happens
razors?
every year.
yeah,
my
every
parents
year
always
there's a
went
thing.
through our candy.
yeah, it's so funny to me. But even like, remember Mischief Night was a thing.
No.
Yeah.
Mischief Night, the night before Halloween, when you'd go out and toilet paper people's
Yeah.
houses.
I would never.
Oh, you would egg people, and that was huge when we were kids.
No.
I used to sit.
Toilet papering houses and egging houses were like
The
the
thing.
thing to do.
I used to sit in my bushes with a paintball gun and wish
You
people would come
menace.
to my house.
We would do manhunts on that night too.
Oh yeah, Manhunt was huge. Like,
You guys are menaces.
damn,
I just
being a kid was
live
so
my
fun.
life.
Anyway, my point was that like Halloween has
being a kid
changed
without
so
a
much.
fucking phone.
So this movie,
That's what I was gonna
Without
say.
a phone.
I know
It's changed
Without the
everything.
phone.
I know.
Kids don't
I
care
know.
about this magic anymore. It's just like whatever they see on TikTok.
But that's why I think I love this movie so much. Is it brought me
It brings you back.
back. So should we do a 60-second? I don't know
Yeah,
if we
who
have
wants
to.
to
No,
do
we
it.
don't do 60
we don't do
seconds
anymore for the movies.
We do sometime.
No, we
Sometimes, if you want to.
We
Do you want me to do
don't.
it? I did it for Princess Diaries.
I think you could do
Did
it.
you?
I could do it.
I mean, just to do it. I mean, I hadn't seen the movie, so maybe there's somebody out there who hasn't. If you're new to this podcast, we do this thing where we attempt to explain an entire plot summary of a book or a movie in 60 seconds or less. This week, Maria's going to do HalloweenTown. I realize it's 12 minutes in and we haven't talked about the movie yet, but we warned you at the top. It is what it is. Here we go, Maria. In 3, 2, 1, go.
We are following Marnie, who's our main character. Her and her siblings. Her grandma comes every year, and she's always been quirky. Marnie loves all things Halloween, but her mother does not. Her mother does not want her to be anything related to Halloween. Turns out Marnie and her family are witches and warlocks, and they all come from HalloweenTown, but Marnie had never known about it. Grandma is needing help from her daughter because there's a bad entity in HalloweenTown trying to ruin things. and she's trying to get Marnie's mom to come help. Marnie's mom says, no thanks. Marnie sneaks onto this magical bus, gets them to HalloweenTown, and she's finding out about the town, all the people, all the creatures in it, and then we realize who this bad thing is trying to ruin the town. It attacks Marnie's mom and Marnie's grandma, so the kids have to take on the big bad.
15.
Eventually, they get the stuff they need to defeat it. It turns out it was the mayor the whole time. And
10.
they restore the light to the jack-o'-lantern, and all is well in HalloweenTown.
That was amazing. That was literally perfect with 5 seconds to spare.
Yeah.
I loved how the twists were always like the mayor was the bad guy all along. It's
You
classic.
can tell from the makeup. He
Oh
looks
my god!
just
Actually,
like him.
I don't know if you noticed, but he had a bunch of crows in his office. And when they went to the movie theater, there was a crow on
I
the.
didn't notice that.
It was like the gate. It was the first. I was like, "Oh shit, that's a crow!" And Mike was like, "What?" And I was like,
I
"He had
didn't
crows
notice
in his
that.
office." I don't know how I picked up on that, but that was
Weird.
something that I noticed and wrote down. Yeah, this movie you could definitely tell it was made in the 90s, but not
It's
in a
so good.
but not in a
It's so
bad way.
good.
Like the costumes and stuff still kind of hold up. Like
They're so perfectly simple costumes.
simple.
A witch,
Yeah.
a ghost, and some golem looking thing.
Frankenstein sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like random. I liked the ghost. That was funny. It just felt like every 90s. They don't make them like
Do you
this
remember
anymore.
the second movie?
Yeah.
So Marnie and Cal are engaged.
Yeah,
married in
she
real
told
life.
me they're married in real
Yeah.
life.
They've been together
Or
forever.
married.
I don't know if they ever got
I
married. It
loved
still says
so you know
partner.
They
how
got
okay we
engaged.
talked about this on the Gargoyles episode. But you know how the comms
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
you haven't watched it, but in HalloweenTown 2, they have these skulls
Yeah.
that they can speak into, and the skulls
So
speak to
cute.
the other person. So I wonder if she saw the skulls for HalloweenTown 2. It says
Thought
comms.
about the comms.
Oh, interesting.
I just thought about that.
That's really interesting. Well, in HalloweenTown 1, I love the idea of getting on this like magic school. When she pulled up, I was like, "Oh, it's Miss Frizzle meets Mary Poppins." She like comes down like,
Debbie Reynolds, yeah.
from like a school bus, and and at the beginning, I was just so confused why the mom hated Halloween so much, and it made me really sad. And then I realized, oh, she's a witch, and she doesn't want them to have anything to do with like their heritage.
Yeah, their
And
father was
I
human,
was gonna
but
say,
he's
how did
passed
I
away.
wonder how he died.
It doesn't say.
I know. I wonder if there's more to
He
that.
could have gotten sick. There's a lot of reasons.
It's not
True.
that deep.
Yeah, it's not
you're
like
right,
a.
You're right.
it's
You're
not
right.
that deep.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Imagine the mayor just comes in and kills him.
The mayor's her
The
father.
whole plot was to get this woman back, because like at the end when he reveals his reasoning, he's like, "You could have been my queen. We
Yeah.
could have ruled HalloweenTown together."
The mayor could get it.
He was
hot.
He was kind of
Now looking like at the time, obviously, like
ew.
ew.
But now,
But now the mayor can get
it's
You're
it.
a
like the
kid,
Charlie
ew.
Swan thing. It's like in the beginning you're an Edward fan. The minute you
Mm.
hit a little older, you're like, "Oh, Charlie can
What was
get
his
it."
name? Calabar.
Calabar.
I
I
love
like
the
how she called him
names.
Chocolate Bar at the end. Hey, Chocolate Bar.
So 90s.
The 90s humor
90s.
is
No,
so
90s
good.
insults were
Yes.
just like
The brother.
so
So
good.
I was gonna say that next. So the brother and sister, I feel like they show the true epitome of '90s sibling, like just bickering.
Clarissa explains it all. Clarissa and
my God.
Ferguson. It's the same vibe.
It's like you can win an ugly contest.
Yeah, it's so
Oh,
good.
so good.
I was gonna say
So
like
good.
this movie brings out the joy and the adventure of childhood while also still catering to an adult audience.
Yeah.
Because there are adult
This
jokes.
it stands the test of time.
There's one joke where the woman is coming back. She's like, "Oh, I just got back from the headless something." What did she say?
It's like the home for headless people or whatever.
Yeah, the home for headless people. I brought them muffins, and then I realized they couldn't eat them.
She's like, poor souls.
And Mike and I laughed so hard at that. I was like, "Oh my god, imagine showing up with muffins." I was like, "No kid is really
the headless
gonna,
retire at home.
I don't think a kid is truly gonna grasp that humor.
No, they just let it
but
go.
Us watching, like, that's so fucking funny to me, and I love that.
A lot of the characters in HalloweenTown were so funny. The guy who
The
sells the
bones,
brooms,
the
Yes.
taxi
skeletons,
driver.
taxi driver, the hairdresser. When he gets shaved in the back of the head, hair looks exactly. So he goes, "I can kind of rock this." Yeah, baby.
That's so true. Just the humor was really
The
good.
taxi driver, the Bones taxi
Oh.
driver was a robot.
It was. I
was
wonder if it
gonna
was like
ask about that.
puppeteering.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about
robot.
that. So was he being manipulated then when he turned bad? Because then he was good at the end. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
wait a
think
second.
he was Calabar's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
minion,
Oh, okay. That was a little like
which
not
so
straightforward.
like, I can't remember the kid's name now. I don't know why. I just watched it last night. But
I know, me too. I couldn't tell you. The little boy.
what's the little boy's name that was like a little troll and got pretty
Oh,
next to Calabar?
It wasn't Luke.
Luke.
Was it Luke?
Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Same him. He was working for Calabar.
And that was such a good little twist there and a cute moment at the end. I almost teared up. I was like, "Aw."
He just wanted to be pretty.
I know. I get it. When the ghost was going in the sweat box, Mike said, "Oh my God, he's going to turn into a ghoster strudel." And I almost turned it off and went upstairs. I was like, I'm done.
Michael and his dad jokes. I can't.
Oh, I do have his notes. Should I read him?
Already?
I can wait.
No,
I guess go ahead.
we're in it.
All right.
Yeah,
Because I feel like we're going to have some topics off of this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what he says.
Let's see what he said.
This is my first time reading this. If you've been with us on our movie episodes, Mike and I watched the movies together, mostly so he could tell me the ending when I
Mike is her husband, for those who don't know.
when I inevitably fall asleep. This time I stayed awake the whole time.
Yay!
So he writes these notes. I haven't read them. Let's read them together. I'm a little surprised I've never seen this. Same. 30 seconds in, and Kristen couldn't be sipping her Coke any louder. What a dick. Okay, moving on from that one. Debbie Reynolds isn't related to Ryan Reynolds. Bummer. Yeah, when Debbie Reynolds' name came up, I said out loud.
Carrie Fisher's mother.
Who?
That's Carrie Fisher. That's where I know her from.
Oh
my God.
I knew them from somewhere.
So her name popped up on the screen at the same time Mike and I went, Debbie Reynolds. And then I was like, oh my God, I love her because I've known her in other things. And he was like, wait, maybe I don't know who that is. I was like, then why did you say that? He thought she was related to Ryan Reynolds. What an idiot.
Carrie Fisher.
Didn't know that. Love the 90s outfits. Outfits are the best.
They're so good.
I just want to go back. Did that witch flying in on the magic school bus remind anyone of Miss Frizzle? He must have heard me say that. That youngest brother needs a swirly.
Oh, not a swirly.
The redheaded mother character sucks. Oh, he really hated the mom. Even at the end when I was like, no, it's good in the end. He's
you
like,
know
no,
what
I hate
sucks
her.
about Disney? And like, let's have a sidebar here.
Yeah, I love
the
sidebar.
worst part about Disney is that mothers are either dead. Fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Villains.
Yep.
Or fucking annoying, fun, like, squashers.
Suckers. Fun suckers.
There's no fun mothers
There's
at
gotta
all.
be a few.
There's
No?
not.
I can't
I
think of one.
promise you, if you
Put
don't
in
know
the
Disney,
comments. Put in the comments.
there is
Let me
not
think.
a fun mother.
Motocrossed. That's the only other Disney movie I know. And the mom was cool as fuck.
No,
She supported the whole thing. She was like, yeah, you could pretend to be the son.
I'm
and I'll
thinking
take you to
Disney
all the
animated.
motocross things.
Disney animated, you're thinking?
I
I
know.
think you're thinking about regular
Well,
mainstream
we're not talking
Disney.
about
I
it.
know.
There's Disney Channel
No,
movies.
but I'm saying Disney Channel movies kind of like you get a lot of like moms like
Motocross
that
like
where
that.
you're like
Whatever character.
they're just like fun suckers. Which like
She didn't suck any
fuck
fun
me,
out.
man.
She
Like, am I gonna be a
supported it.
mom fun sucker?
Xenon's parents were fine.
Yeah.
They
so
were
the live
hard on
action
her.
is different.
She was a rebel, and she didn't get
They
her
were hard
studies
on her.
correct.
They were hard on her. Oh.
She was a little teenager. She
You're
was
right,
like,
though.
like,
You're
I
right.
need the thing for my head.
The parents' side of it all
the migraine.
is always leading is always helping in a story. It's never
Yeah.
just like they're never just like kind of existing, you know.
Yeah.
No, they're
It's
always
a
like
purpose. There's
Yeah.
a purpose for
they're
it.
always when you are that age, like how you see your parents.
I think it makes sense for at least for Marnie's character too, because she loves Halloween so much, and her mother's just really trying to stop it because she's doesn't want her to grow up a witch. She wants her to be normal like her father was. She just wants a normal life,
Right.
That's her own mother's struggle. But you see how Marnie is at that's such a 13-year-old Disney thing, and it's like I'm practically an adult.
Oh my god,
you
she was
are
killing me.
13.
I want to be like, bitch,
It's amazing
your sister
because
is better
I
than
felt
you.
that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all did. I think
Yeah.
it
Like
it,
at
it
13,
showed.
I was like, I'm a fucking adult, and then I was like,
Why did
And then I
we
look
want
at my
that?
little cousin who's 13. I'm like, no, you're not.
Like, why
even
did we
16,
want that?
18, I was like, I'm an adult.
We have a
22, I'm an adult. I'm 30, and I'm like, I was a fucking
31. And I'm like, why?
You have a skewed perceptive of what being adult is when you're a kid. Because as you get older, you realize, oh, adults do not have it together. If anything, they're worse than us at times.
Yep.
And I try to instill that in my niece. She's 16 now, but I try to say, like, really, really cherish these times because, like, the older you get, the worse.
The worse
I mean,
shit
she's working like 5 days a week, going to school 5 days a week, so she knows the
She
struggle.
has a good head on her shoulders.
But I'm just saying, be a kid as long as you can. Okay. Grandma turning the chicken wings into a chicken was hilarious. That might be one of my favorite parts of the movie. The headless shelter, that's what it was. What a legend. Who would have expected a soup-filled candle to light a pumpkin would be evil? A soup-filled candle. That's not what it is.
Did you like the microwave? It was like double toil in trouble. That was so cute.
There's a lot of like little things,
Little
in
details.
HalloweenTown.
Yeah. His last note is just end of the movie and Dylan still sucks. The kid's name is Dylan. Now I
The
remember.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even like him at the
Okay.
end. I thought he was so cute.
Here's the real question: HalloweenTown or Hocus Pocus?
So that's what I almost said at the beginning when I stopped myself. I actually think I might like HalloweenTown better.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus all day.
I'm so split.
Because
Actually,
to
no,
me,
because if I'm going to turn on something to have in the
Hocus
back, it's
Pocus.
always going to be Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus to me is more catered to me.
It's more rewatchable.
Yes.
It's more watchable as an adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you see Sarah and you see like they're the jokes that
Are
that
for
went
adults.
over
Yeah.
my head as a kid for Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Don't go over my head now.
I
I
agree.
enjoy them now. HalloweenTown is always for kids.
Yeah.
Was for kids, is for kids, will not change.
That's a good point. I agree. Okay.
I think I like HalloweenTown. Like I like watching Hocus Pocus once, maybe even twice during the Halloween
Yep.
season.
Yep.
HalloweenTown, I could do every couple years.
Yeah.
I like to
The
forget
fact
about
that
it.
we've watched it now in September, I won't watch it.
It was also my first time watching it, so I was like really excited to
Yeah.
be.
It's a good
into
time.
it.
It's
I
a good
wonder
time.
what are the other ones I'm missing. What are their like staple Halloween?
well,
So I was
HalloweenTown
I was going to
2.
mention this.
Okay.
So I was, at the beginning, I was saying like I used to want to stay up, right?
Yep.
There were many movies that I wanted to watch. HalloweenTown.
Okay, I saw it.
Don't Look Under the Bed.
Never seen it.
Oh,
I should
My
write these
sister
down.
hated that one. It freaked her out so much.
it
I
was
should
so
write
scary.
these down.
It's still
Don't
scary.
Look Under
That
the
one is
Bed.
still scary. We should watch that
My
one.
mom is dating a vampire.
Never
Oh, I
seen
love
it.
that one.
That's Disney.
Yeah, it's Disney.
Oh,
Oh my God, there's another one. Don't Look Under the Bed.
is there a trolls one? Not trolls, but they're like little creatures.
Gremlins?
No. Gremlins.
That's not. Is that Disney? But not Disney Channel movies. I'm thinking about Disney Channel movies that are playing every
Pulling
time.
it up.
Maybe I'm thinking of Don't Look Under
HalloweenTown. Oh,
Put Disney Channel movies.
Disney Channel
I'm like
Original movies.
Halloween movies
Disney
or scary spooky
Channel Okay.
My mom
Halloween
was dating a vampire.
High.
Halloween High.
Oh, Phantom of the Megaplex.
Never.
Oh,
It was
Phantom of the Megaplex.
I
It
never
was
even
a
heard of
movie
that.
theater, and there was like a phantom in the movie theater. It reminded me of Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Don't
one.
look in Twitches.
Twitches! Oh my God,
What's
yes!
Twitches?
Tia and Tamara
Tia
Mori.
Tamara.
Okay.
And Twitches too.
I remember the one with Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks. Oh, Life Size?
Life Size.
That's not a Halloween movie.
No.
But
I mean,
Tyra Banks
Depends on how you
ran
look at
so
it.
Mario Robbie can run.
You
Life
can't-
Size was the first Barbie
you
movie.
can't
we got.
tell me it's not terrifying to think of a Barbie coming to life.
Oh no, it's so terrifying.
Yeah, that's Halloween to me.
Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
I love
yeah.
that movie. There's a guy from
Tower of
the Nanny.
Terror.
Tower of Terror. That's
But it's
a
not Disney Channel original, is it?
that's a
That's
roller
what it's
coaster
saying.
ride.
Anyway, those are the ones I think
I'll
of
have to
immediately.
write some down and start watching them every Halloween. I guess I could just go on the Disney app and
Yeah.
type in Halloween and see what pops up.
Yeah.
That's probably
I
the
think
best
you
thing
should
to do.
watch. I mean, rewatching Don't Look Under the Bed now.
Is it scary?
Yes, it's still scary.
It's scary to you.
Yes, it's
Oh,
still.
no.
I tried to
scared.
watch it with Megan because I realized it put on Disney Channel and she hated it.
I feel like I'll be scared.
She got freaked out.
It's still scary.
It's freaky.
Honestly, might be more scary now.
Kinda, yeah.
What's it about?
I don't even know how to
basically
explain it.
A monster under a bed?
No, you're like
No.
you have a boogeyman.
There's
No,
a-
it's not a boogeyman.
It's not a
like,
boogeyman.
No, it's your invisible friend. So
Oh,
Bob.
no.
right?
No, don't
Yeah.
say that.
No, it's like
if it's Bob and he came to
So
life.
then once you stop
to
believing
Bob.
and talking to your invisible
Oh my God,
friend,
I hate
they
this.
turn into a boogeyman.
I hate this.
And they're
And
evil.
then they become evil and they live under your bed.
I hate this
And
so
that's,
much.
like-
I
and
hate
he's
it.
creepy. He has long ass nails and yellow
No.
eyes, and he's just. I love.
This is the
it.
So then
shit we
this
watch
is-
as
Oh,
kids.
what's that movie with the mummy?
No wonder we're all
Under
fucked
Wraps.
up.
Under Wraps. That's another one I
Wow,
like.
there's a lot.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the whole month.
I
Every
see
day,
why
I'm
we're
like,
all
I
fucked
gotta
up.
stay up. I gotta stay up.
They pump these bitches out too. Like,
Oh,
what
they're
was the
so
work
good.
like clockwork.
Why can't we do this anymore?
I think it was every month.
What's the magic?
Every
that's
month was a new
missing?
movie. Yes, every month. Like, cause you got double team.
You know
'Cause-
what?
So Halloween
double-
Town was
was
shot
it
in
double
24 days.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. This is what they should start doing
For
again.
$4 million.
Just pump them out.
Nice.
Granted, that was 19
Back then, yeah.
That movie's probably made so much money since then. But they should try.
Well, they made like 7 movies after it. So
No, they made 3.
we need to bring
Halloween Town 2 and Halloween
Halloween
High.
Town High, and then Halloween something else. And that's when they changed Marnie, and I'm like, nope.
We
Oh.
need to bring the magic back. But I don't know how. Kids today are different than kids in the 90s.
Well, they
They
have
got
Hallow-
iPads.
They have like Monster High.
They got iPads.
They got iPads.
Those kids, they got iPads.
They have Descendants. They have like the.
I like Descendants.
yeah,
I
but
like,
that's already
I
that's
don't
like already
know.
10 years ago.
I know.
Descendants.
True. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's just. It makes
What's
me
the
sad.
future gonna be?
It makes me sad.
Well, we
I
gotta
feel like
start.
there was a couple of Nickelodeon
Let's start right.
movies.
Let's start a production company. The
No.
Betches production
No.
company. Let's make some kids.
Absolutely
That
not.
is probably already something, but
The Betches.
No.
production company?
No.
We can make some Halloween
thanks.
movies.
Nope.
All right.
Hard pass.
That's HalloweenTown. If you want to add to this conversation, wherever you're watching this, if you're watching on YouTube, you could just put in the comments how you felt about the movie. If you're watching it anywhere else, just go to our Instagram account. That's books_n_Betches, BETCHES. Feel free to DM us at any time or click the link in the link tree. You'll find our everything.
Discord.
Our livelihood. Yeah, our Discord, which is great. But other than
Return
that,
to HalloweenTown.
we'll
Yeah,
see you
no,
guys.
thank you.
That was the third one.
We'll see you guys next week as we continue on spooky season.
Twitches. I love Twitches.
Bye-bye.
Bye.